It's a trip, it's a trip.
Peace. What's up, everyone? I am OnenO. Thank you for checking out my song, Am I Real or Make Believe? And thank you for coming over to this video. I would like to take a little bit of time now to explain why I wrote this song and what it means to me. So this song started as just a little jamming session on my guitar. I got home from a band rehearsal one day and I was just really inspired to write a very kind of relaxed and chill song. And the lyrics just kind of poured out of me. I didn't have a certain intention going into the song. I like to sit in my heart space and explore my feelings before ever trying to write lyrics, because I feel that if I'm actually feeling something very real, I'll be able to describe it in 1,000,001 words. But more importantly, if I'm feeling something very real, I'll be able to put it into simple words very poetically. Because I feel like the best art and the best lyrics and the best songs are often very simple. And they touch a core element that is very emotional. And so if it comes from that emotional place, then you're right in line with that whole thing. So the first verse of this song goes like this. I once was lost deep within my own mind, but I found my way to you. Please don't judge these wretched scars on my mind from the battles I fought for you. At this part in the story, I'm explaining to you that I have been through what most people call the dark night of the soul. I've been through the purging experience. Though I know I have much more purging in my life, I will experience more purging in my life. I have been through the bulk of my karmic purging experience that I entered this lifetime with. And this has been confirmed for me from my universe. But nonetheless, the insecurity that my inner child has is this idea of being unworthy of love because of the scars that are left on my mind through going through that amount of transformation and change and life experience. Because life, it has a way of changing you and marking you. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing, because it's your scars that give you the most stories. It's your scars that really make up who you are. And when you learn to love your scars, you will realize that you never had any to begin with. It's a trip, this world we're living in. Don't forget to breathe it all in. It's a trip, how quick it disappears. It's a trip, love's inside of tears. Those words kind of explain themselves, but it just comes from a part of me that is really just accepting the fact that this world is transitory. This world is one of the most phenomenal, unexplainable experiences ever. Think about it. You can't explain this experience. You can try to quantify it and measure it and put a tape measure on the floor and say, this is made up of inches, and those inches are made up of this, and this is made up of atoms, and inside the atoms it's made up of that, and blah, blah, blah. And we got planets, and outside of that we got solar systems, we've got this, and that. But how the fuck does this all work? There's no way that we could ever figure out how it works. The only answer we could ever possibly come across is the fact that this whole thing is consciousness. And that means that if you are consciousness, then you are not only connected to the whole thing, but you are the whole thing. You are it. And if you listen to Alan Watts, he has this beautiful book. It's called The Book. Go check it out. Alan Watts, The Book. Write it down. The Book. Alan Watts. Go get it. What he talks about is how the organism and the environment is literally the yin-yang of your wholeness. You being the organism and the environment being that which is around you is not separate. It is not separate. It is one. And that is your wholeness. So now you might say, how could that possibly be? Well, it all comes down to consciousness. You, as a consciousness, are connected to and are the whole environment, as well as your organism seated in the middle of the environment. And this is just simply who you are. Though it will never make logical sense to your brain, because your brain has the filtering system to give you the experience of separation, which is so bizarre. But it is kind of why we have it incarnated here, to be able to experience what separation from source and a conscious decision to become reconnected with source could possibly feel like. This is the only place in the universe that knows what that feels like, which is why you, seated in your human body, is one of the most divine and respected creatures in the whole universe, because you are one of the only creatures in the universe that has the power to forget your connection with Source that exists right here. The fact that you have to even remember your connection with Source is amazing if you really think about it, because no other creature in the universe has that capability. You are unique in that way, and so am I. And so the power exists within that moment when you remember and fully embrace and accept your connection to Source and all that is. And as soon as you remember that you are not just an organism, but that you are an environment, you will watch the environment shift as you shift who you are. In your consciousness, as you shift who you are, you will watch the world reflect back to you with new relationships, experiences, and unexpected travelings that will guide you down a path that is a direct reflection of that which you are holding in your consciousness. And you know what? That is a big trip. It is a trip, this world we're living in. So don't forget to breathe it all in and be in the moment. And know that the present moment is the greatest gift you will ever receive. And if you want happiness, just come back to the present moment, for that is the only place that happiness will ever be found, is right where you are. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching my song, Am I Real or Make Believe? Please share the video with a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. Go to my website at onenomusic.com. Join the mailing list so we can stay in touch. It is only through your support that I'm capable of making more and more songs. And until I see you again along the journey, oneness in sound. I am OnenO. Peace.